And welcome, Texas Boy Studios. I hope y'all love the outdoors. I love the outdoors. Hope the quality is good and everything is great. Let's get into this next video. So we got two fighters coming up, and one of them is Robert Whitaker and Khamzat Chimaev. Guys, and after UFC 302 goes down on Saturday, June 1st, 2024, we have the next couple Saturdays that is lined up. And let me tell you, Khamzat Chimaev fought once at 185, and it was against Kamaru Usman, who is the former welterweight champion. 170. It's 15 pounds less. Okay? We all know he had trouble making the weight when he was supposed to fight Nate Diaz. Tony Ferguson ended up fighting Nate Diaz. He ended up fighting Kevin Holland. My guy, but still, he got the victory over him, moved on, couldn't find any fights because he ain't making 170. So he had to go up in rankings. And when he went up in rankings, he had to go against Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman's like, all right, Israel Adesanya is out of the picture in the middleweight division for the moment. Let me try my chance. Obviously, the judges didn't see it his way. It is what it is at that moment in time. But as you can see, when you go and you capture a victory like that over a former champion in a different, smaller division, it's still a former champion in the premier MMA division in the world. So when you get a chance like that and you beat a guy like that and you move on, and now you're fighting a guy like Robert Whitaker. And for example, Robert Whitaker's last fight is Paulo Acosta, and he got the win, and then obviously he lost to the current champion, Drake Du Plessis. So with that being said, it's just it's obvious, and it's UFC's trying to mandatory it to where he fights for the belt, but he's obviously got to win the fights, and he's got to win current fights. So he's going from not chumps, and you know what I'm saying, but he built his way up. First real person I say that he fought was Kevin Holland. That's the first real fighter that Khamzat has fought, is Kevin Holland. Let's be honest. That for me, anyways, that's what I feel like. So first he fights Kevin Holland, and then he moves on, and he does his thing. Has whatever layoff he has, comes back. Kamaru Usman, I believe was his next opponent. So it's like everybody else when he started was like, oh, who's his next victim? Who's his next victim? And it's like he didn't victimize Kamaru Usman. He didn't go in there and ragdoll him. He didn't go in there and try to just he tried to obviously back control him, leg locks, but your leg's gonna get tired. He got tired, he gets gassed out. He is not a guy who likes to go in there and not get tired. He likes to go in there, finish you immediately, and get you out of there. He's not that guy to go in there to and oh yeah, let's 5 round fight it out. You know what I mean? Who is people like Nate Diaz, Paulo Acosta is like a 3 rounder. So, I mean, but people like that they put that pressure, they put that max on there, you know what I mean? Khamzat does that all in the first round and gasses out. He's gassed out by the second round. So he's a first round fighter, period. He's taking this time, hopefully develop some cardio. Because this is a 5 round fight night main event. And Whitaker, I mean, come on, guys, he's looking fantastic. His last loss was Drake Du Plessis, and then he lost to Israel Adesanya, and then Israel Adesanya. Other than that, he's lost to Stephen Thompson and Court McGee, and that's it. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses right there. That's it. Record is 26-7, so he's obviously got losses that I'm not seeing right here. But come on, guys, 26-7, you don't even have double digits on losing, and you're a former champion. Khamzat Chimaev gets over the former champion of the middleweight division. Of course, yes, he deserves the crack at that belt. But on June 1st, we have Paulo Acosta and the former champion, number one contender fighter, and Sean Strickland throwing down. the winner out of them versus the winner out of Robert Whittaker and Hamza Chimaev, maybe. That's what I'm looking at. The same night in Australia that the champion fights. I mean, come on. Why not a better card to have these guys fight now and then have, if he's eligible enough, the fighter who wins out of Sean Strickland and Paulo Acosta on June 1st goes and fights the winner out of Robert Whittaker and Hamza Chimaev. I'm just saying, why wouldn't that be great? I would love to see that, because with those two fights hanging in the balance this weekend with that one and in a couple weeks with that one, who's going to fight? There's no clear number one contender, but there's obviously number one contender Sean Strickland, who could have waited and fought for the title, maybe got the rematch, maybe not. Israel's got some pull. It's kind of weird when you think about it, because the middleweight division is kind of lingering in the balance right now. Like, it's not moving forward finally like the welterweight division. Every division, guys and girls, listen, every division out there gets stagnant at a time. There's a point in time where a division gets stagnant. And when a division gets stagnant, people are like, oh, how can I fight for the title? How can I fight for the title? I got to make a showcase. But then I got to be popular. But then I got to do this. And then I got to do that. I mean, come on. Like, when you champions and people that are fighting for belts need to keep the division rolling, obviously. But that's not for me to say. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I feel like the winner out of this weekend, Paulo Costa, Sean Strickland, should fight Robert Whittaker, and the winner out of Hamza Chimaev. I feel like the winner out of both of these fights should fight for the number one contender spot. Because if you're trying to push the former champion back up, or you're trying to push Hamza Chimaev up, and the number one contender fight is over here, what fight is that over there? That's the question. What fight is that? Winner and the winner fight each other. That's the fight to make if both are healthy enough. Obviously, this fighter will have a couple weeks to heal up, and that fighter will have to have a couple weeks to heal up, or however long they got to take. But don't make it stagnant. Let's get this shit and bang it out, and let's see where we go from here. I mean, let's move it along. Matchmakers got to make the matches happen. Fighters got to be healthy for the matchmakers to make it happen. So you got to go to step 1, to step 2, to step 3, showtime. So obviously, I just hope that, all in time, we can have some sort of real, a real way to see that every division doesn't get stagnant. Because right now the welterweight division is moving along finally. Excuse me. After some time, the welterweight division is finally moving along. But we're talking about the middleweight division, and we're talking about Khamzat Chimaev and Robert Whittaker, the former champion. I'm just saying, what a banger of a fight this is going to be. You got one guy that started off in 2020 on a roll, a terror. Then you got another guy that came in way before him, started off in the welterweight division, moved up to middleweight division, and went on a tear and became the champion of the world. And that's Robert Whittaker. So, coach tough before. Robert Whittaker has a lot of experience. I think if Robert Whittaker could come back fully prepared, 100% him, in shape, in form, he's going to perform like no other. He's a wrestler too. So let's see what a real 185er that's been the former champion in that division, let's see what he can do to Hamza Chimaev. Let's see what Hamza Chimaev can bring to the table. Is he more cardio? Is he more endurance? Can he do more? Like, what can Hamzat Chimaev do to win this fight? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you, he's got to learn how to get that cardio going, because when he can't find his way to win, his cardio starts to dim down, and when that cardio starts to dim down, Robert Whittaker's went 5-round fights, championship matches. I'm just saying, wars. This man is still who I know he is, Bobby Knuckles. Hamzat Chimaev is in a world of trouble. I'm telling you right now. Hamzat Chimaev is in a world of trouble. But if he's recovered, if he can perform at 185, if he can actually get his cardio up and get that striking a little bit better. But he's not going against a striker-based fighter anyways. But the point is Bobby Knuckles, he's meant to bang them hands. He's meant to throw them high kicks. Don't sleep on the former champion. I'm not sleeping on him. I hope you guys aren't either, because it's going to be a banger of a fight. I know it's in a couple weeks. I can't wait for it to happen. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Tap in, lock in with me on here. Comment. Let me know how you like the video. Let me know how it goes. The audio, the video, the quality, everything in between. Edits. You tell me so I can make this stuff better. I like making these videos right here. It's really been a passion of mine for a very long time. You got to start somewhere, and obviously I've been trying to start somewhere. So just hang in with there with me, tap in with me, subscribe to my channel, share my channel, follow, like, subscribe on everything. I'm on Instagram, TikTok. Like, subscribe. I'm on X, everywhere. Kick, Twitch. Let me know. Hook me up. Look me up. Texas boy. Until next time.